Hey everybody, it's Megan. I'm here at the nursery today. It is Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am located in Dothan, Alabama. That's the southeast corner of the state of Alabama in Zone 9. So we are literally about 20 minutes away from the Florida line. So anyway, most of my videos I do are at the house. I started a garden back in 2014 and then we moved about 7 years later. So a lot of my videos are just projects of me in the garden. But today I'm out here at the nursery, and so we are called the Nursery on 84 in Dothan, Alabama, and we are actually a Proven Winners certified destination nursery. So we carry a lot of different things out here, but my favorite are the new varieties of Proven Winners that we are always bringing in. I'm always looking for new cool things because I'm a gardener turned nursery owner. So for me, the most exciting part of it is finding the new plants. We opened almost 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years on June the 2nd. So part of what I do out here a lot of the time is try to figure out how to organize the nursery, how to make it the best use of space. And I'm constantly in the middle of projects and doing things like that. So there's so many things that I want to do out here, but you know, it's not going to happen overnight, which is one thing I've had to learn is patience. But in the meantime, what we're gonna do is move a lot of the perennials to their own section, because currently what we have is just a big area up front with annuals and perennials all mixed in. We just had, the front has been totally re-graveled to a nicer gravel that makes it a better walking surface. So until we did that, I wasn't really able to utilize the full space up front at the nursery. So today, on Memorial Day, I'm out here and I'm just sort of trying to figure out exactly where I want to put my perennials and how to arrange the space up top. Okay, so I just spent the last couple of hours watering up top in the annuals and the perennial sections, and it took me a really long time because I was also organizing and rearranging some things. As I said before, we're trying to organize the nursery still. So I spent a little time doing that, and now I'm back at the pole barn. So as you can see, back here is really our main workspace. We have a huge potting table. A huge potting table back here, and we spend a lot of time bumping up items into larger size pots. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time back here in the pole barn this afternoon without interruption, bumping up these proven winter plants into larger size pots. All right, with me right now, I have proven winter salvia. This is called Unplugged White. This is in a little 5-inch pot. And I just want to show y'all what happens after we have something for maybe about a month to 2 months and it just sits in this little pot. So it gets totally root bound. As you can see, the leaves look really droopy. Whenever this happens, it's because these are so root bound that they're not really retaining any water. The water just like rolls right off of the roots. So for a little bit this afternoon, I'm gonna be bumping these things up into a larger size pot. I also have this Proven Winners Truffula Pink Gumfrena, really cute plant. It too has been sitting in this little 5-inch pot. I mean, as you can see, it's already just totally grown out the bottom. So we're gonna take that and see, same thing here. And then the last thing that we have to bump up today is the Proven Winter Vermillionaire cuphea. It's a cuphea hybrid, also in a little 5-inch pot. So when this happens, and it'll happen in your containers at home if you have something sitting in there for a long time, you got to take it out. It's good to rough up the roots just a little bit to get them growing out of that circular pattern. Give it some fresh soil, maybe even a bigger container. Okay, so I also have this plant right here. It's called Meant to Be Queen Nectarine Agastache. And this is a really cool plant. Pollinators love it. So it's a perennial in zones 5 through 9. We are in zone 9. So this plant is hardy all the way down to 20 degrees. We really rarely get lower than about 30 degrees here, I think. So this ought to be fine in our zone. But I love the little peachy nectarine color blooms that this has. Butterflies, bees, all the pollinators, hummingbirds are gonna really go for this. And it's a pretty delicate plant, so you have to be careful with it. But I'm gonna pot this today into a 3-gallon container because it's been sitting in a 1-gallon container and they keep toppling over. And I do feel like it would be fine in a 3-gallon because it would give the roots a little bit of room to spread. So I'm gonna be bumping some stuff up today. This is just a little 12-6-6 slow release fertilizer. We use it on everything. Pop a little bit of this in here. Give it one good shake. And you're good to go. Most every time I pot something up into a larger size pot, I cut off the blooms. I cut off like a little bit of the top portion of the plant, so that way it can expend its energy on its roots and not the top of the plant. It takes some of the stress off, so that way it'll allow the root system to start growing inside of that bigger pot. Got a few things done, so it was a productive day out here. I hope y'all enjoyed hanging with me a little bit while I did some work out here at the nursery. Set up some nice little tables, and I put some perennials out here in front of this little white house, which has previously just been a bare zone because we haven't had the right gravel. So one of the big projects I was wanting to do was spread new gravel all over this front, and we finally got that done. So now I feel like we're able to create a nice shopping area for our customers. We've planted 4 vitex trees along the front here, which will grow and become shade for us because we really just have like a flat field that we've been working with. So we're trying to create some shade. But anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful Memorial Day. Thanks for hanging out with me at the nursery for a little while today, and I will talk to y'all soon.